Okay, so I'm going to be teaching you the ending part for Billie Jean, and so that you can get this down, Camille. Alright? So, the first part is just the regular intro. You know where you can do that? Okay? It's just that, but you're doing it much faster. So like, you're going to kick with your left, but you do a little jump like that, for just a tiny one. So, boom, slap your knee, and do the thing. Point, and then the thing. Like your hip is wedging out as you point, like that. Okay? That's really important. Okay? Like that, and that. Alright? And then you just do another little hop, kick again, do the little thing, point, and then don't forget the hips, alright? And then, so, okay? Then after that, except he's just going to do a quick little spin, tap his chest like that from right to left. You know how he does that? He does a little tap. So he'd be like, spin, boom, boom, boom. Alright? But it goes, that part's not really important. It just goes really fast. Okay? It's just like the regular intro, but just on a more faster scale. Okay? It should only take up like 8 counts. Not even, like 6. Okay? So, you're like, oh yeah, okay, the hip thrusting. First, he'll be like this for 8 counts. No, 2 8 counts. He'll be like that. After the 8 counts, he'll do that. Doom, 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 touch it. Doom. You'll flip your jacket. You'll flip it back on the last 8 counts. So up, wait, down, up, down, flip, down, flip. Okay, so on the first part you're just flipping it on the 8th count. On the second part you're flipping it on the 6th count. Okay, so like doom, 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 catch, doom, 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 doom. And then he'll keep doing it, dun, dun, and then like you have to do it on like the 4th count. It gets longer and then it gets shorter. So like, he flips it 3 times total. Okay, you just have to hear this part. Okay, you'll hear it. It'll go touch, and that part, that's when you flip. All right. So after the 3rd flip, catch. Okay, so it'll be like catch. So after the 3rd flip, you're doing 1 more thrust. And then you're going to jump into that, alright? So you're kicking to your right first, to the point where you're facing back. Then you're going to kick forward again, and face back forward, facing the audience, alright? So, let me do a little demonstration. Wait, hold on. Okay. One, two, three, four. So actually, okay, you start off with a jacket flip, and then you go into the thrust. It's like to touch it, and then to touch it, to touch it, alright? So, where's my hat? Okay, there's my hat. Found it. Alright. Gotta have my hat. So after you're doing that spin kick, you're going to spin really fast. It's not a slow spin, it's just like a really fast spin. Then you're going to tap your chest, and then do a little skip to a point in front of you. So it's like, then tap, tap, skip. Okay? So, dun, 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 dun. That part goes super fast. It has to be like Michael-fied, you know, the way he does it. Okay, so spin, tap tap, boom, skip, and then from here, this is when he goes into the airwalk. This, and he'll do that for 12 counts. Okay, so basically you're just okay. It's like the moonwalk. You're pushing your left foot back, but instead of continuing, you're just gonna like carry it back forward and then push the right foot back. Just like that. It's simple. But he does it really, really fast. Okay? To where it looks like, you know, he's walking on air. He's going like that. What's important about this move, this has to remain straight. Like, when you're pushing your other foot back, it has to be like a stick almost, like just straight down, okay? Your ankle has to be like straight down, like a ballerina or something. So. Okay, that's the importance of the move. And his head, he'll sometimes with his head, his neck, he'll go like that. So it'll look like he's really walking. And then his arms, he'll swing them a bit, like this. You know, like he's walking. Alright? So do that for 12 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then from there, he'll go into the moonwalk. Okay? This is pretty important to just like, it's like a little transition into the moonwalk. You can do a little tap and then blow away. It adds a little bit more time into it, but it's pretty important, okay? But that goes really fast, just like this. Okay? The littlest gestures, they go like really fast, okay? So, go with that, tap tap, blow, and then he'll go into the moonwalk for 8 counts. So, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he'll spin and start walking, like strutting to the center of the stage. So after the moonwalk, quick little spin, and then strut. Okay? So airwalk, moonwalk, strut. Yeah, okay? Those are the main moves. Okay, so airwalk. 11, 12. Okay, yeah. 11, 12. Moonwalk. 7, 8. Spin. Strut. The strut, I guess you could take 6 steps or 4. 6 really works only if you're really fast with this move. The little tap dance move. But if you're slow with the tap dancing move, make it 4 counts. Because, yeah, the tap dancing move, he tends to do it like really swift. Like you don't even notice it. Okay, so for you, I suggest make it 4 counts. Okay, so he'll take 4 steps, like 4 little struts to the center. After he spins, moonwalk, spin, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then like he'll put his right hand on his hip, like with attitude, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. And with his left hand, he'll do that thing where he does that. Okay, and for that, you're pretty much just, okay, you're swiping your left hand to the right, while your legs are also switching, like 4 times. So be right, left, left. Okay? That part also goes really fast because it's not an important gesture. Remember the little gestures are really fast, so go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I suggest you practice that. That's kind of a hard move. So pretty much you should just practice doing this. This part. This part is no biggie. Okay? Because you're just following your legs, your knees. Okay? So be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? But it's all about attitude. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Snap, 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 snap. Yeah, like little snap. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? So he'll do the little switch. Then he'll go into, I call it the loose legs. Okay? He'll go into the loose legs. Alright? Okay, there's a trick for this. It works for me, but I don't know if it'll work for you, but I suggest you try it. Okay? Your left hand is like a guide for your feet. The opposite hand is a guide for the opposite leg. So your left hand's going to go this way. Of course, your right leg's going to go the opposite way. It'll naturally happen. Like, trust me, it'll just go boom. And if you want your left leg to go the other way, bring out your right arm. If you want, then you just switch. You know? Okay, so but with your left hand, you're just doing, it's like a little attitude gesture where you're just doing that. Okay, you're not really, nothing important. But with your right leg, it's like, okay, here it goes. You're hitting 3 points. With the ball of your foot, you're going like that, hitting it forward. And then with the tips of your toes, you're pivoting and hitting that side. And then with the ball of your foot, you're just going to pivot again. And that's the 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to slide it back. Alright? Like, really fast, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, slide back. 1, 2, 3, slide back. Like a letter N. Like, and then you're just sliding back. Alright? For this move, it's important to crouch down because that's what makes it more aerodynamic for your feet. Because if you're standing straight up, it doesn't look good. And it's harder to do. But when you're crouching down, it goes out further. And, you know, it's just more dynamic. So, okay, so. And you're doing it, okay, so it'll be the right leg out first. Bring behind you. Left leg out. Bring behind you. Right leg out. Bring behind you. But you kick out. So it's pretty much 3 strides out. Twice on the right side, once on the left side. So like right, left, right, kick out, and then spin. Okay, on the kick out part, he taps his chest with it. So be like, go around with the right, go around with the left, go around with the right, kick out, spin. Alright? I hope I explained that part, because that part's really hard. I hope I explained it well. Let's see. Okay, you don't really have to do the foot dragon thing. I don't really do that. I just tap and like, yeah, bring it around like really fast. He doesn't really slide it, you know, but all the tutorials on YouTube say slide it, but nah, he doesn't do that. Alright, so kick out. When he kicks out, he does a little hop. Alright? That helps it. That helps a lot. When you do the hop, because if you kick out, it looks more sloppy. Alright? So right, but don't forget, these are the guides. Your arms are the guides. Right, left, right. Your left hand will always tend to stay out. It will never come in like the right hand. Well, that's for me. I don't know for you, but so spin, tap, tap, and then oh, 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 oh. Right? You're just jumping and posing 6 times, I think. I think it's 6 times. Or 8 times, I'm not sure. You'll find out. So you have to be sure to time it right, okay? That's why in the beginning I'm adding counts, because you need the time to get to that part. Okay? And like hit it right. So, oh, 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 ah. Alright? You can do the shoulder tap thing for that. It looks more MJ. Yeah, instead of just doing that, tapping your shoulder before you do it, it looks more Jackson-ified or whatever. Alright? So he does it like 6 or 7 or 8 times, I don't know. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, it's 6 times. Ah. Then he'll spin again. There's lots of spins. So after the jumping, he'll spin. Tap, tap. After every spin, he always tends to do that. Tap his shoulders. So just, yeah, tap your shoulders after every spin. Boom, boom. Tap, tap. Okay. Alright. So spin, tap, tap. And then he'll go into the circle glide. But the slow version, not the fast version. Okay? So spin, tap, tap, circle glide. Okay, Okay, for the circle glide, I know you already know this, but like, okay, you're just pushing back, you're making a triangle, okay, pushing your foot back, and then pivoting, and pushing it back again, pivoting, pushing it back again, alright? But for that part, it's important to keep your head down, looking down, and your arms like totally stiff, like you're some kind of mannequin or dummy or something. Like it's just all about your feet in this part. Like you're rotating, you know, like robotic-y kind of, right? He also sometimes he'll put his arms out like that and move his shoulders along with the glide. But that's mainly for smooth criminal. Billie Jean, he usually does it this way. It doesn't really matter. Both look really cool, so just do whichever one you want. Okay, so make the circle glide last for 16 counts. Actually, you can make it 18. The circle glide, it just has to be really long, okay? So for its maximum, make it 18 for maximum. Minimum should be 16, alright? So be slow. I suggest you do the arms out. You count in your head along with the beat, 16 beats, alright? 15, 16. And then he'll like, after the circle glide, he'll do a little spin and the shoulder tap. After every spin, he happens to do a shoulder tap. So just make it natural to tap your shoulders after every spin, okay? So like, boom, glide, tap, tap. And after the tap, tap, he'll scoot to the side and he'll go into the side glide. For scooting to the side, you could like do a little, you know, cross your legs, or you could like push yourself to the side like that. Doesn't matter, just scoot a few inches to the side of you, because you're about to go into the side glide, all right? And you need room for that. So spin. Okay. If spinning after the circle glide is not working for you, just turn it. You're just spacing the audience again after the circle glide. So if you end up facing this way, turn, tap, tap. If you're already facing it, facing the audience, then just tap, tap. Okay? That's all you do. So tap, tap. Push yourself to the side. That's the way I do it. You could do it any way you want, but I always just happen to do this. Push myself. You could do this. Alright? Do a little crossover. Just, scoot to the side, alright? And then he'll go into the side glide. Okay, to explain the side glide, alright. Your left leg is being the pivoting central point, alright? It's like, yeah. What's that word? Oh my gosh. I forgot the word, but it's like the central point to help your other foot glide in, alright? So your right foot is going to point inwards while you're pushing it in. The torso has to remain totally stiff. You're pushing it in, and then you're trading positions with your feet. Then you push that, then you'll push your left foot out, and then point back in, drag inwards, alright? So you're making like a V, a sliding V, right? So point inwards, drag inwards, switch, point outwards, drag outwards, the opposite way with your other leg, and then switch, point inwards. Then it's really hard to explain that part, but like for the most important thing is just to remain in the crouch position, not in a super crouch, but just like a slight crouch position, because it's more aerodynamic. And it's all about grinding the ground, alright? You're applying so much pressure to the foot that's sliding in, you have to apply lots of pressure to it, okay? Because it has to have that illusion of that, oh, you're being pushed, you're sliding that way, right? If you're just like, if you're not putting pressure, it looks like, just, okay? If you're not putting pressure, it just looks like you're trying to do the side glide, but you're failing pathetically, alright? So you have to like, it's all about pressure. Switch, switch, right? He'll do that for 16 counts. So, circle glide, tap tap, goes to the side, side glide. With his arms, you can push him out as you slide to get that illusion that you're being pushed. You're being compressed. Or you can just put your elbows like that, like they're on a table or something. You just do that. Okay? So remember, you're pointing your toes inwards with your right foot while dragging them in, and then you're going to switch. And then push your left foot out while it's pointing outwards. Switch. Then push it back inwards, switch, push back outwards. So inwards, outwards, inwards, outwards with either feet. Okay? Either foot. Okay? So, it should just, you should feel it, okay? The more pressure you put into it, the more uncomfortable and weird it will feel. But that means you're doing it right, okay? Every time I do the side glide, it feels just so weird and uncomfortable. And then but when I see it on camera, it looks good, alright? So, yeah, if it feels weird, you're doing it right. Okay, so you're just grinding the ground. You can do that with your arms to get started, not for the performance. If you do that, it'll actually trick your body into thinking, wow, you're putting more pressure into the ground, but you're actually not. So your arms, you can just scoop downwards while you're sliding your feet in, and it'll put more pressure on your feet. Trust me, it works. Your arms manipulate what your legs do. It's really creepy, but that's the trick that I use for almost all my moves. I make sure my arms are involved, more than my legs. Okay? So, right? So, you'll do the side glide for 16 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 14, 15, 16. And then once he gets to the far left, that way, I only did it in a circle because I don't have room. You don't have to turn around and do it. If you want, you can. But, okay, after he gets to the end, he'll turn and then attitude, kind of way. He'll turn with attitude and walk back to the center of the stage. He'll strut. So be like, I think he spins. Yeah, he does spin. He does a quick little, small, slight spin before he starts strutting. So we're okay? And he'll walk for he'll walk 8 times. He'll take 8 steps, 8 big steps or whatever. Just make the maximum 8. Okay? So he'll strut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and then he'll get to the center. And then he'll do the loose legs again. Okay? The loose legs, you do it longer this time. It'll be right, left, right, kick out. Okay? At the end, it always ends with the right, kick out. Okay? And from there, so you're going right 3 times, left 2 times. Okay? Remember the 3 points. Boom, boom, boom. Slide behind you. Boom, 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 slide behind you. So, ball of your heel, point out. The tips of your toes point out, ball of your heel point out. Slide behind you. Then, ball of your heel point out, tips of your heels point out. And then ball of your heel, slide back. Okay? He does it really fast. And remember, remain in the cross position when you do this move. That's the most important part. It makes it more aerodynamic. So, and your arms are going the opposite way. They're kicking your legs. Okay? Your arms really, they're a really good guide for doing the loose legs. Okay? So if your right leg wants to go that way, remember, you just put your left arm that way, and then your left leg vice versa. Okay? Okay? So that's the way it goes. Do the loose legs. Longer. Kick out. Spin. Tap, tap. Remember? After every spin, he does a tap, tap. Then he'll go into the scooting move. Okay, for the scooting move, like, so, oh, remember, before the loose legs, he does the snap thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Okay. Okay, for the scooting move, he'll tap with his right hand this time. He'll tap left, right, and then he'll bend his toes in and out really fast into the stance. So tap, tap, bend your toes, and then he'll make a little cross. Okay, the cross goes like it's head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and then down to his crotch. Okay, so it's like that religious thing that Catholics do, I think. So I'll be like head, right, left, crotch, head, right, left, crotch. Okay, that's a small gesture, so do it really fast. It's not, I mean, it's really important, but you know, you don't have to spend so much time on it. You know, it's not like oh, it's the greatest move ever. So like spin, tap, tap, and out. All right, spin, tap, tap, out. No. It was spin, tap, tap, in, out, boom, 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 boom. Right? So first is the tap, then you point it out, and then it's that. Okay, so no. Okay, first the tap, then it's the spin your toes. It'll just come naturally. Okay, you'll feel it. All right, and then he scoots forward. Okay, for this move, simultaneously, both of your the balls of your heels of each foot, you're going to just thrust them forward. Okay, while not putting so much emphasis on the thrust. Your torso has to remain like completely stiff while you're doing this move. Okay, you can't be like okay, it has to be like just like you're actually sliding, scooting forward. Okay. Okay, so you're thrusting the balls of your heels forward, and then while the tips of your toes just like scoot forward with it. Boom, boom, scoot, 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 scoot. Okay, that move requires lots of strength, and you have to be in the stance position for quite a while. So this is a move worth practicing. He does it for like 8 counts, but I suggest you do it for 16. Okay, it might feel a little painful, but like the ending goes really long. Okay, you'll have a lot of time. Alright, so do the scooching move 8 times with his left hand on his head like that. And his upper body will just remain in this position while he's scooting. Then after the end of his scoot, he'll do like a little gesture with his shoulders and his hand, like, and then he'll like switch down, suddenly go down to his hip, his pelvis, and he'll switch the positioning of his legs. Okay, so it's pretty much scoop your legs, just switch into that move with your right foot sticking out like that, and your left foot bending more inwards. Okay, so go from that to that, that to that, that to that. Okay, and then the body, the top, you're just tapping, switch, and then you're grabbing the corner of your pelvis and looking that way. Okay, like that. He does that really fast. Again, it's a small gesture. So like boom, 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 tap, tap. Right? Yeah. So actually, he grabs his hip first and then looks. Okay. It looks more emphasized if you do it, you know, like a pattern. All right. So then, boom, 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 tap, tap, pa. Okay. Pa. And then from here, we'll just do another attitude walk. Boom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from there, we'll go into a robotic freestyle, like pop and lock. Alright? There's 3 main moves that he does for this part. The first move, I call it the dent. Okay? Which you're getting your right arm, your right hand, grabbing your thigh, you're pushing it in. Like you're making a dent in your legs. Okay? So you're pretty much pivoting your right foot inwards on the ball of your heel while your left foot just naturally just goes out with it. Okay? It should go out on the tips of its toes while your right goes on the ball of heel. So that, and you lean into it. Alright? like you're making a major dent into your body. That's how it should look. Boom. And then he'll like dip his arms in like a snaky, curvy kind of fashion, and he'll put his right hand on his head, and then he'll push himself that way, and then he'll scoop with his right arm, and while he's bringing it down, his right leg will naturally bend in, and then he'll step, okay, into back standing facing this way. So, dent, scoop, push to the left, scoop, stand. Alright? But that move, he doesn't do it slow. You can do it slow, but it looks better fast. Right? Whatever that is. Okay, get out of here. So, dent, curve, push your head that way, and then scoop, boom. Okay? You should lean into the dent. That's really important. You have to lean as far as you can. Not super far, but like, just put lots of emphasis on leaning into it. Right? Okay? Because it has to be a big dent, and not a small dent. Boom, 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 boom. Alright? So, I'll do that again. In slow motion this time. He's pushing his thigh inwards, making a dent in his legs, and then he'll do a little curvy thing with his arms. He'll push his right head that way, then he'll make a scoop, then boom. Alright? Okay, so then after that, we'll go into the airwalk again. You can do that for as long as you want. Make the maximum 8 counts, alright? But he'll do it much faster, much faster. So before doing it, you should like do some kind of gesture with your arms. Like you're boom, pointing down. Now I'm walking on air, okay? Alright? Then after the airwalk, he will... This is the second move, okay? The second robot move. It's called the wave trace. If you could do a wave with your arms, then this will be no problem. And if you can do a body roll, that'll be no problem. So I suggest you learn the waves and the body rolls so it can look good. So you're doing a wave with your left arm while tracing it with your other arm. Okay. See? Okay, so it'll come to your chest. You bring it down to your body, and then it'll go to your right leg outwards, like the wave, you're pushing it out. Then you push it back in, bring it back up, and back over here, okay? So, it looks like that. Then once it comes over here, it's like he'll catch it, and then he'll pivot it back forward, and then he'll put it back to his body, and go up. Okay, so in total it looks like. Alright, so yeah, that's the second move that you don't have to do, okay? I suggest you do it, but like you don't have to, okay? And the third move is the classic that we all know. Boom! Right? For this move, okay, your legs are just switching like that, alright? It's not really about your legs, it's all about your torso for this part. So you're just going boom, boom, boom. And your torso is scooping downwards. And once it gets to the end of the scoop, you pop your chest. Boom, pop, scoop, pop, scoop, pop. Okay? And your head is the most important part for this illusion because your head makes it look like it's curving while you're actually just scooping, okay? So your head just does this. So combine them all together and it looks like alright. His arms will just like be right here on his pelvis while he does it. They won't move at all. Okay, your head, you might forget to move it sometimes. So if your head is just floating there, it's okay. But just as long as your the entire hat is facing the audience and you can't really see your face, it'll look really good, okay? So remember, scoop with your chest. You have to learn to isolate your chest for this part. Scoop, pop. For the pop, you're just thrusting your chest forward. That has to be small and tense. So scoop, pop, scoop, pop, scoop, pop, scoop, pop. Okay? third move. So this is the first move. The dent into the airwalk. Then the wave trace. And then scoop. Pop. Alright, so usually I start off with the wave trace, and then I go into the dent, because after the wave trace, after the body roll, my legs are already in this position, so I could just like lean into it and then do that, and then do that. Okay, I suggest you do it in that order. So first you'll do the wave trace, into the dent, into the airwalk, into the scooping. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, so from the circle glide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Strut back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Loose legs, the long version. Kick out. Then tap, tap, out, cross. Scoop forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tap, tap. Grab your pelvis. Strut back to the center. And then he'll go into freestyle. Okay, and that's the whole dance. Okay, there will be lots of time actually. You'll go through it really fast, so you'll have lots of time left. So in the parts where you do have lots of time, if you happen to at the end, then just recycle the moves, okay? Meaning just repeat the previous moves in any kind of order you want. So if I'm done with all the robot stuff and it keeps going, then I'll just like do a little kick and then go back into the side glide. I'll turn around and then do the little scoop move again. And then I'll turn, and then do another circle glide. Okay? Yeah, just recycle the moves, keep going until you hear him say, Billie Jean is not my love. Boom. Alright? So remember, so in order, it will be the main intro, fast, spin, airwalk for 8. Airwalk for 12 counts. Moonwalk for moonwalk for 8. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The strut 6 times, okay? 6 times for the strut. So after the 8 count moonwalk, you'll strut for 6 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then snap, 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 snap. Short loose legs. Kick out, spin, step forward, oh, 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 the jump, oh, spin, tap, tap, moonwalk, circle glide for 18 counts, 18 counts, okay, 18. Then after the circle glide, tap, tap, step to the side, go into the slide glide for 16 counts. Okay, and then strut back to the center of the stage for 8 counts. Sorry. And then loose legs again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Longer loose legs. Kick out, jump. And then tap, tap, out. No, tap. Okay, and then into the scooting move. Grab your pelvis, strut. Robot freestyle. to show it to you and count with me, okay? I'm going to be counting in my head, so make sure I do it right. Remember, if I happen to have time, it all ends with the robot freestyle. And if I have time after that, I'll just keep winging it and recycling, okay? That's all of it. Okay, so obviously after the freestyling, I still had more time. So I went back and did the slide glide again, and I did the scooting move again. I even did the circle glide again. And then I timed it perfectly until he said, Billie Jean. Boom! Alright? So, yeah. You'll hear when it's about to get to the end, they'll start going, oh, ooh, oh, ah. You know, they'll start making like scatting, you know, noises or whatever. I think it's scatting, I'm not sure. Yeah, so you'll hear when it comes to the end, and just keep freestyling, recycling moves. Alright? So I timed everything perfectly. My number one tip for doing the stance is, remember, lots of pressure on your stances, lots of pressure for the slide glide, grinding the ground, you're grinding the ground. Okay? And tip number two, just don't think, just do it. Alright? You could practice and rehearse, think about the moves and the mechanics for a few days while you're practicing, but when you're on stage, just practice just not thinking about the moves. Like, feel it in the music, let it come to you, and your body will just do it. Trust me. Okay. Okay. And that's like the most important tip I have. Yeah, that's it. So I hope I taught everything correctly, and goodbye. Love you, Camille.